How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Dr. Derrick. Today I wanted to tell you guys about a super nutrient dense food that you should all be eating, which is liver. Liver is full of nutrients. You got so many B vitamins, copper, you got iron, vitamin A, all these important vitamins that people are very deficient in nowadays. And there's not a lot of ways to get them besides organ meats like liver, which are some of the most, like, people don't eat them anymore. They used to be the prized possession that people wanted, and then just the muscle meat was thrown to dogs. But nowadays, it's like the reverse, where people now eat the muscle meat and organ meat's just scraps. But it's some of the most nutrient dense food in the world, and you should all be eating liver. Some of the ways that you can prepare it is if you're eating beef liver is a lot stronger in flavor, so it's gonna be harder to eat. The If you're gonna eat beef liver, you'd want to cook it with onions. Is probably the best method I've found. That's what I personally do. I cook it with tons of onions, and onions have benefits as well. I'll probably make another video on that. But if you cook them up in a pan with a bunch of onions, you'll cook your onions first with some kind of oil so they don't burn, preferably like butter or coconut oil would work well. And then you would later add your liver onto there, and you can just cook it. One of the best ways is if you put a lid on top, like to that way it just steams the outside, so you still maintain some of the nutrients inside. Because when you cook food, you lose a lot of the vitamins and minerals that are inside the food, especially the heat sensitive vitamins and nutrients like B vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D. A lot of people don't even know that meat in general, like raw meat, has vitamin D inside of it. So you can actually get, because vitamin D is an animal hormone. So you can get a ton of nutrients from just eating liver. I recommend it to all you guys, especially so it has tons of vitamin A, which is super good for your eyesight. People are always saying to eat carrots, which contain beta carotene, which is like the plant form of vitamin A, but it's way more bioavailable in liver, so it can help your eyesight to improve. I used to need contacts, and just since I've been eating healthier and eating liver, I haven't needed any kind of eyesight enhancement at all ever since that. I've been getting by and passed my driver's tests and stuff, so my vision's good. Some of the other benefits, so vitamin A is super protective for the brain as well. It helps prevent Alzheimer's and also helps prevent arthritis in the joints. I'll make more videos on arthritis and other diseases as well. And then also it has tons of vitamin D, or a good amount in there, so it can help supplement if you have, most people are vitamin D deficient anyways, unless they're living in a climate that has lots of sun, and even then we live indoors. And a lot of people don't know that the windows and just glass in general filters out most of light coming in, so you actually can't get vitamin D through a window. It blocks almost all the types of rays coming through in the form of light. So if you want to supplement, and it also has a lot of vitamin B, so there's different types of vitamin B. B12 is one that most people are deficient in, especially vegans and vegetarians are very deficient in B12. And you can actually just get it from liver, and it's super helpful for the immune system and has other healing properties. Also, in liver there is copper, and copper is really hard to get in your diet. You can get it from like seafood, like I know octopus has tons of copper in it, but liver is also just a great way to get copper if you don't want to eat seafood or try to get from another source. The best way to eat liver, so we talked about the best way to eat liver. The tastiest forms of liver, usually a little more expensive if you buy the ones that taste better, but typically the younger the animal is, the tastier the liver is going to taste. So like lamb liver is a baby sheep, so that one's going to be softer and tender and actually tastes pretty good. And you can eat liver raw. It's actually possible to eat liver raw, and you actually will get more nutrients from it if you do eat it raw. But eating beef liver raw is not easy at all. Like, I would recommend just cooking with onions, because I don't know anybody who could eat it raw and enjoy it. And that's the important thing, because if you're not going to enjoy it, then you're not going to keep doing it. So if you're going to eat beef liver, which is probably the cheapest, or you want to get the liver, also a very important thing, you want to get the liver from a grass-fed source, because if the animals are fed grains, which they're not supposed to be eating by naturally they don't eat grains, so it makes their bodies really sick. And if you're eating sick animals, you're not going to create a healthy body. So you want to get grass-fed liver, preferably, because if you're eating it from grain-fed sources, all the toxins it's going to be a toxic liver, and you can't build health from sick animals. So you want to make sure you're getting good stuff, even if it's a little more expensive. It's worth it because you're going to be saving more on medical bills, and you'll stay healthier and have more energy, and you'll be able to live fully. And that's what we want to do. We want to be healthy and live a long time. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate all the views. Go ahead and go eat some liver. The best one is for sure, I prefer lamb liver. That's my favorite so far. The more mature animals like the goat liver and beef liver are harder to handle, so I would recommend cooking those with tons of onions. Onions are super beneficial. They boost your immune system, and they are anti-parasitic, so a lot of people have parasite infections, and just eating onions helps clear all that out, helps prevent them from infecting you. And that's actually the reason why in third world countries they make their food super spicy, is because it kills parasites. And there's more benefits to spicy food, because if you eat spicy food, it actually boosts your immune system from the capsaicin. The capsaicin also has like a pain numbing effect. So if you eat spicy food, like ginger has super good effects for if you have pain. Then just eating ginger in general helps you with your pain, and just helps you feel energetic and good. And ginger's also antiparasitic. Any kind of spicy food, bugs don't like it. That's why they put it in the food in third world countries. That's why they put all the spices in ginger, because it helps keep away the bugs, because a lot of them can't afford refrigeration overseas. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Spicy food's great. Liver's great. Go eat it. Preferably if you want to eat it raw, you'll get more of the B vitamins and the vitamin A, because those are very heat sensitive, so they'll be more bioavailable, and you'll actually be able to use them if you eat it raw. And there's amazing benefits to liver. You just have to try it out, because when you eat it, it has like an anti-fatigue effect. And it's been well known, when you eat liver, you just get tons of energy and you feel good. You feel really good. Whether you're eating it cooked with onions or you're eating it raw. If you're going to eat it raw, get the good stuff. Get the lamb liver, because that's the tastiest one. Also, I hear chicken liver is good. I haven't tasted that one at all. I would imagine that would taste a lot better than beef liver. But yeah, super nutrient dense. It's actually really hard to find grass-fed liver, so I'd recommend, Googling places around, or like you can even find farmers and they'll hook you up with grass-fed liver. I would buy it in bulk if you find it, because people are, I don't know why, but they're going crazy for it. Like they keep buying tons of grass-fed liver. Every store I go to, they're out. Like Natural Grocers doesn't have any, and I go around to all these places. I finally found one, so as soon as you get some, buy a ton of it, and then you can freeze it. It stays good up to 3 to 4 months, so you only need to buy it a couple times a year, which is good. Yeah, so buy in bulk, save it, and you'll always have it when you're ready to eat some more, and yeah, you'll stay really healthy. And that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in to Dr. Derrick. See you in the next video.